Hit the like button coming through the door. Hit the like button coming through the door. Hit the like button coming through the door. Please. Please. Hit the like button coming through the door. Please. All right. All right. Hit the like button coming through the door, y'all. Hit the like button coming through the door, y'all. And we are talking about Kenneth Petty and his reported plea deal with the feds. Just to let y'all know, he's already been promised no jail time. So he ain't gonna get no jail time. You better bet. They have to make it like, oh, he might still get jail time. No. I can guarantee you, he's already been promised no jail time and just 10 years of supervised release. He's already been promised no jail time. That's from what I've heard. So, for all the people saying, oh, he might still get jail time a little bit, no. To satisfy the people, they might give him 6 months, he'll be out in 3. He won't do no more than 3 months in jail. But from what I was told, he's not getting any time. He's not going to get any time. So, according to the reports, he's going to plead for 1 count of failing to register, and in return, the judge, because he obviously didn't want to go to trial, he pushed it and pushed it and pushed it until his lawyers told him, okay? And this is what his lawyers have been telling him and his wife for months. If you go to trial, you have no shot of winning. None. If you go to trial, you have no shot of winning. Then on top of that, if you go to trial, all of these outside allegations are going to be brought up. So, to avoid the outside allegations about him allegedly bribing or trying to bribe, or his people trying to bribe the victim, to avoid all that, the lawyer decided the best thing would be is to take a plea deal. Because if it went to trial, you best to bet that the DA or whatever are going to bring up and dig into these allegations. And then he'll have to relive everything all over again. Now, if he was doing that, if his family or his people were doing that, then he should face whatever consequences that would bring. If it's trying to bribe a witness, if he was trying to bribe the witness, or if he was trying to threaten the witness, or scare the victim, threaten the victim, whatever. If that was the case, then he deserved whatever consequences. But his lawyer made it clear to him the best thing for him to do is to plea out. A lot of people coming here, so hold on. If I put this, I got people all around me now. The gym is full, so I can't do 210. When they get closer, I'm gonna have to pull up on my nose. So, the best thing for him to do, hit the like button, y'all, is to take the plea deal. Now, let me tell you what that plea deal, what it means. Okay? So, it will mean that he is basically admitting to not registering and knowing that he had to. So he is, in a sense, putting another felony, or whatever case it be, on his record. Okay, so he's putting another charge on his record. So now, what they do is, they start counting charges. If he pleads out, he's admitting guilt. So he's pretty much going to be admitting, yes, he knew he had to register, but he didn't. Okay? That's what this means when he takes a plea. It's not just, oh, he takes a plea and then there's no repercussions. That's not the way it works. Okay? Right. You're absolutely right. Vision's absolutely right. So it's not just, oh, he takes a plea and then nothing happens. That's going to go on his record as another charge. So God forbid he get into any more trouble. If he get pulled over for jaywalking, he going to jail. So what this does is makes him though he has to even walk on more eggshells, because they're going to let him plea out. But he can't get into any more trouble. He can't get pulled over at a red light. He can't run a red light. He can't get caught with a suspended license or none of that. Caught with marijuana, unless it's medical. Y'all hit the like button, please, coming through the door. He can't get caught with none of that once you plea and put yet another charge on your record. Okay? He definitely can't be around schools. He can't be around kids, only his own. So, and now, it's really going to determine what's really going to be a factor, okay, is if he can travel. He definitely won't be able to leave the country. That's definitely out. He's not going to be able to leave the country. And they're going to probably have him only be able to travel certain distances. So we'll see how this affects his wife's touring, whether he'll be able to go out on tour with her and stuff like that. Local stuff may not be a problem, but anything like out of the country or anything like that, that's dead. That will not happen. All right? So, as I told y'all, Just 2 days ago, when somebody said they can't wait until August, whatever, when he goes back to court so he can go to jail. I told y'all he was not getting jail time. Nikki was told he could possibly get it. And that's the reason why his lawyer told him and convinced him to take the plea deal. Because he was not going to win that trial. I'm going to make a video and go into it more. I'll make a video, go into it more. Go into more detail in the video. But the lawyers, that's the reason why when he did more time, what did I say? I said, this means he's thinking about a plea. If you go back to my video on that, I told y'all then, what this means is he gonna come back with a plea. Go back to my video when I told y'all he needed more. When he said he needed more time, I said he's thinking about a plea. What's up, Ty? That's exactly what I said. Whenever they come back and say they need more time, they've been given an offer. And I told y'all that on my video. I said, when you see him again, he's going to be playing out. So, hey, I'll tell you this, Onika. Anything's better than going to jail. So, if he gets it supervised, good for him. But if he, you know what I mean? The main person that you got to deal with is the man above. So if you really were, and none of us can say whether he really was or whether he wasn't, but if he really was sending them peoples to threaten that girl or whatever, then he's going to have to ultimately deal with that with the man upstairs. And that's going to be worse than any punishment he can ever get in life if he was really trying to silence that girl. But I'll say this. I knew he was going to do what he had to do to stay out of jail, because if he would have went to jail, he would have lost his wife. And a few people told me that if he went to jail for any amount of time, she was not going to wait. I'm not talking 3 months. I'm not talking 6 months. I may not even be talking a year. But if he did anything like 3 years in jail or more, he was going to lose his wife. She was not going to wait 3 years for this dude. It wasn't going to happen. Like I said, I'm not really into that whole thing. That case, there's a lot of blogs around that covered it. I didn't really follow it that much. I kind of just went to Nosy Hole Live with the main blog covering it. I really just went to that site and just tried to keep up with what was going on. But other than that, like I said, the girl, I know for a fact, the only thing that I do know about that case is that was the girl. Because my cousin knew her. And she's from around, like I told, rest in peace, 109 Light. So the first time I saw her, when everybody was saying that ain't her, she just capping. I said, nah, that's her. That's her. Because my cousin already described her years ago and said, oh yeah, she was a mixed chick from around the way. Because my cousin knew Kenneth Petty. Once again, rest in peace, 109 Light. So he told me the tea long time ago. So I knew for a fact that that was really her. And I know for a fact that it really happened. You know, back in the day, what he did and what he did time for. What I do not know is whether he tried to contact her or not. Or whether his people, well, she even said he didn't. She even said, that's one thing you can say about Jennifer. She never said Kenneth Petty tried to contact her. She said his people. And she did say that his wife contacted her via email or text or whatever. But in order to avoid going to jail, this is why he took this plea deal. And I know people get mad. There's going to be a lot of victims out there, and shout out to any survivor of Kenneth Petty, of whoever. Shout out to any victim that made it through and is going on with their life. I'm never going to shame a victim. I don't care whether people say they capping. I don't care whether people say they clout chasing. I'm never going to shame anyone that had to deal with that trauma. But what I'm saying is he's doing whatever he has to do to stay out of jail. He's got a celebrity wife. You know he's going to use it to his advantage. Wouldn't you? Of course you would. So I said all along, I knew once those reports came out that she will leave him if he gets any significant amount of time. That's what the insiders were saying. That's what the whisper report said. If he gets any amount of time, any significant amount of time, not 6 months, not 3 months, not even a year. If he get any significant amount of time, she wasn't staying. She wasn't staying. So, and I believe he knew that. I believe he knew that. And that's why you've seen him kind of like falling back, not really getting in the way of her doing her music, her business, working with whoever. He's probably like, I pretty much got to do what she says right now because, you know what I mean? I don't want to lose her. It's a big deal to him if he loses her. It's not a big deal to her if she loses him. She'll be all right. But he can't replace her. She can replace him. So maybe him thinking that, who knows? If you ask me, I think that's played a factor in him not really being all up in the videos lately, dancing. When Drake was on the live, you just hear him in the background. You didn't really see him in the forefront. And people was like, oh, where's Kenny? He was probably like, I better fall back. Let her do what she got to do, because right now, I can't afford for her to be mad at me. So, Kenneth Petty, plea deal. The reason for it, people say, oh, well, why would he take a plea? The for it is because I was informed that his lawyer did not have any confidence in this case. And his lawyer is basically saying they got too much on you, and if we go to trial, this other stuff is going to get brought up. And even if it ain't true, all of the blogs that reported on it, the certain blogs that kept reporting it and that got a credible amount of followers, they're going to bring all that up. Social media is now a big part of these cases. Look at Cardi B and Tasha K. Social media is a big part of these cases now. And they were going to bring up, if it went to that trial, he's going to bring in this girl who was the other woman who he allegedly raped, not even allegedly, who he did commit a crime against. That's not me saying it. That's what it says in the history books. The woman he committed a crime against, they're going to bring her in, and she's going to be crying and telling what happened. And with his record, do you really think they would believe him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So he did what any smart man would do. Cop the plea. But nobody should be surprised. Nobody should be surprised, because I told y'all he wasn't going to jail. And right now they have to make it for formalities and say he could do so-and-so. He's not going to jail. He can still do a year. The judge has already said he pretty much, from the DA, he pretty much got promised from the DA the lightest sentence. And behind closed doors, that DA has already been promised no jail time. If you just get us this charge on him, get him to admit that he's guilty, that's another win for us. That goes in the record books as another win. That's another raise for us. That's more money at the end of our fiscal year. They set quotas. They got to get a certain amount of wins. That's considered a win. If you get somebody to plea out. Police, the law, everybody has a quota. Everybody. Everybody has a quota. If you want a law firm, if you work for a law firm, you got to win a certain amount of cases. It's just like any other job. It's like any other job. So the lawyers, if you don't win a certain amount of cases, you out of this firm. Why do we need you if you don't ever win? The DA office, if they can get people to do a certain amount of pleas, that's a win for them. They may have to get 10 pleas a year. You got to get at least 10 pleas a year. And 3 not guilties. That's why they go so hard. Because if not, if you in there and you ain't getting no pleas, You ain't getting no not guilties. They gonna let you go. It's like any other job, bruh. Every job has a quota. So they look on it as this is a win-win for us. We got him to admit guilt. We got him to admit he purposely didn't register. That's a win for them. Correct, because that's what they would have did. If this would have went to trial, they would have said, we have to show him that just because he's an A-lister's husband, he can't get away with this. There's no way he would have won that. There's no way he would have won that. Because he got caught. There's too much evidence. It's not like Tory. Tory, from what I see, there may not be a lot of evidence, and there may not be any eyewitnesses. The eyewitnesses that they had, who was Kelsey, she's no longer talking. Right? So that's why Megan wants it to go to trial, because she wants Kelsey to be forced to talk. Because she's the eyewitness. And probably Tory's chauffeur that night, Tory's security that night. They are eyewitnesses other than Megan and Tory. They're eyewitnesses. What they say are going to matter. So it's not like the Tory case. He was caught by the police. And the reason, as I said, the reason why he was reporting and why they were looking for him, you have Trinidad and Tobago to blame for that. Because they're the ones who low-key put in the call and said he was down there and she was visiting a girls' school and he's down here. And because he pissed them off so bad, that's why they called back trying to cause problems. Trinidad and Tobago is real quiet because they know for a fact it was their people that put that call in initially. That's the T. That's the T. It was their people to put that call in to put him on the radar. So we gonna see. I see pretty much things going on the way they have been going on. Not mentioning it, letting the law handle it. Gonna keep it low, not gonna give nobody any attention on it, not gonna speak on it. No. That's the way things been going. Don't speak on it. You see it in social media, don't speak on it. Yeah, you can have little cryptic messages like laughing emojis and stuff like that. Oh, that's what we doing now, you know, stuff like that. but don't make any comments about it. I really, I'm not even gonna, like I said, that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna give my opinion on going forward, how it's gonna affect her career. I'm not gonna publicly state that. Like I said, I'm gonna probably start a Discord and whatever for any information I find out. If not, y'all are welcome to go to all of the Nikki T blogs and the bloggers who have all the tea about Nikki. You're welcome to go there and get all the good news, because there's never going to be any bad news. So you come to me when you want what's really happening. What's really happening. See? If he was really going to jail, I would have said it months ago. But I've been saying for months. From what I hear, he's going to take a plea. When it comes down to it, he's going to take a plea. So that's what happened. When his court date came up, he said, okay. He listened to his lawyer and he said, okay, I want to take a plea. But you got to give me some time to come up with a plea deal. That's what the lawyer said. We're going to come up with a plea deal. And when they took that little recess, when he was supposed to go back in July and they adjourned it to August, that's when they struck that deal. Admit that you were wrong. Admit that you knew you had to register, but you didn't. For whatever reason, you ain't got to give no reason. Negligence. It just be negligence. It's going to be on your record, and you're going to have probably 10 years of supervised leave. That means a paroled officer is going to be coming in. That means you might even, for the first few months, you might even have to have a supervised with your own child. That's the crazy part about it. They could put that stipulation on him for the first few months. I've seen it done before. They may say, you got to wear an ankle monitor, we got to supervise you, and whenever you are with your child, someone has to be in a room with you. I'm telling you, I've seen it done. They have cameras now. That's how they work home, because people were sneaking off the monitors and putting them on chairs and stuff like that. Now, you have a camera with you where they can see your every move in your house. So they may make it so whenever he visits with his own child, you may have to visit only in that room that got the camera. Trust me, that's what they're doing now. Because people found ways to slip the monitor off their ankle. So that's what they're doing now. You know? You have to have a camera, at least for the first few months. And yep, you can visit in the room, you can be alone, but you got to have this camera on so we can see what's going on. You gonna tell me if they say that, he gonna say no? It's either that or possibly spend 10 years in jail. I would say, where that camera at? You can put 30 cameras in here. I'll take that over going to jail. You can watch me under as many cameras as you want, long as I ain't gotta go to jail. I know that's what I'd say. That's exactly what I'd say. So, for the anti-Kenneth Petty people, yeah, technically, there's still a small chance that he could do a year, he could do 6 months. If he does 6 months, he'll be out in 3. If he gets a year, he'll be out in 7 months, maybe even 5 months. So if he gets a year, with good behavior, he'll be out in 5 months. So, but he's not going to get any significant amount of time. Unfortunately, when you got money, or when you got somebody who's got money that's paying for you, unfortunately, you can get away with a little more than the average person. You see R. Kelly, as long as he had millions, you see how long he got away with what he was doing? The moment he could no longer pay lawyers and no longer pay hush money, look what happened to him. Everybody turned their back on him and said, we don't give a fuck what happened to this nigga. He ain't gave me a check in 3 years. As long as you can pay, they'll open up about you. I don't have no comments on that, Jesse. You know, there's a certain YouTuber / tarot card reader that everybody got all the Nikki T. So for the Nikki T, you can go to her. For everything else, for the truth, tune in to me. I know all about the documentary. I know when the documentary is coming out. I pretty much know what's in it, or what's going to be in it. But I ain't saying nothing. Nope. Y'all will find it. It's coming this year. It's coming this year. It may be at the end of this year, but it's coming this year. Anyway, shout out to all the bloggers that hit me up and said they fuck with me, whether people like them or not. I don't mess with people based on what celebrity they like or don't like. I mess with people based on how they treat me. Shout out to Nosy Whole Live. Shout out to Murder, Mob Radio, Millie Murder. Shout out to Got That Scoop. Shout out to Go to Lexus. Shout out to T Serve Cole. And of course, Oh, shout out to my man Star. And of course, shout out to Choke No Joke. That's my nigga. Um, who else fuck with me? Shout out to hold up. Shout out, of course, Spill the Sugar. Slash, in case you didn't know. You're talking all the people that has at least been in my DM and said, you're the fucking GOAT. All this shit you done told us, is happening. Keep doing your fucking thing. Shout out to Jadakiss. Jadakiss, we had a conversation. We had a little falling out before about the scamming, the rappers that scammed up and coming rappers. I had a convo with Jadakiss. He assured me he had nothing to do with it. He said that's why he wanted to call me before, and I blew him off. I said I don't want to talk to you. But shout out to Jadakiss. And also shout out for that victory at the victory you had over at Versus. I want to shout out Gloria Velez, you already know. Shout out to Gloria Velez. Shout out to Miss Jones. Miss Jones hit me up too. I'm talking about people who've been in the game for years hitting me up. So all these little Twitters and tweeters that don't nobody know, and fake people that don't nobody know, I don't give a fuck about them. I got motherfucking people. Nigga, Lisa Bonet was in my DM. If Lisa Bonet tells me, you're talented, I read the script for your movie Disciple, and you are really talented, brother. Lisa Bonet, I still got the DM. Lisa Bonet DM. You think I give a flip about any niggas on YouTube when fucking Denise Huxtable said I'm talented? You think I give a fuck? Denise Huxtable's in my DM, nigga. I could give a fuck about her. Whatever the fuck y'all niggas is called. Whatever the fuck y'all saying. I got Megan Good's fucking phone number. How about that? How many of you bloggers can call up Megan Good right now? Probably none of y'all. Probably none of y'all. Come on, man. Bree, what up, baby? What up, Bree? My girl Reese holding me down. Reese still ain't gonna give up no ass though. She talk all that shit. Yellow Bear. Hey, Papa Bear. Hey, this, that, and the other. Soon as I ask for some pussy, she gonna be copping more pleas than Kenneth Petty. If I'm Yellow Bear, give up the drawers. Reese was like, oh, he's just so funny. Gotta love him. Yeah, So I gotta love him. In the back of my mind, she like, but you right, nigga. You ain't getting none of this. You ain't touching this shit. Reese don't want this smoke. I get it. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want them Scorpio problems. Trust me. You ain't couching me. She's like, nigga, you ain't throwing me over no couch. Hell no. But yeah, y'all. That's the latest. I'm going to do a video. Fill y'all in on anything you may miss. All right. We're doing these YouTube videos now. We're doing these YouTube lives. More and more coming. We got my YouTube show tomorrow night, y'all. Don't forget. YouTube show tomorrow night. Crazy. All right, Bree, yo, Bree, holla at your boy. All right, y'all, I love y'all, man. I fuck with y'all niggas. You don't ever have to worry. No, no, no. What must I do to make it up to you? That nigga Bobby Brown. Don't y'all play with Bobby. Y'all can play with Bobby if you want. Chocolate Padilla, what up? Reese like that Cameron shit. The game is all Jada's. Niggas still talking about Jadakiss. He's a dick, y'all pussy, y'all neighbors. I got the extra whores. I'm in the new acting with the extra doors. 100% powder, extra raw. Oh my God. I got them from the essays. I've been tapping these rappers around for 2 decades. Shout out to Nas, man. The album is fire. Looking for a mellow fella like the bow, getting paid, laid so better lay low, scheming all money in the whole show. The low grow hoe should be cut like an afro. So what you saying, huh? She's a winner to me, but I know she's a loser. How do you know? Me and the crew used to do it. That's my shit. All right, y'all. I fuck with y'all. I'll be back later. About to go get this massage. You want front? About to go get this massage, man. Go to my little Chinese thing and let her say, you want front? You want front? Bitch, is Tupac still alive? Damn sure right, I want front. She's like, you want front? You want front? You want front? Fucking right. What you think? I ain't paying you $85 for nothing, bitch. Yeah, I want front. One time she was off her game. She wasn't good, and then she said, "Next time, you free. Next time, free. Come, real good. I real good. You get real good massage." I said, "Okay, all right, bitch." One time she was off her game. I don't know what the fuck, whether she didn't have her fucking fried rice that day or what. But I know I was not feeling her fucking massage. And Ruby usually, her should be on point. She was like, Asadi. Next time, free. I said, okay. All right, motherfucker. Next time I came back, the other girl wanted to get in on it. The other girl, she said, no. The other girl said, you, two ladies. She said, two ladies. Come real quick. So my masseuse was like, no. Him, no. No, come quick. Big. Two hands. She said, two hands. Yo, shout out to Ruby, man. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to my masseuse, Ruby. International therapy. Shout out to her, man. All right, y'all. Holla at your boy.